Right. So this morning, my mom woke me up at like 11, and she was like, "Okay, let's go to the hall. We're going to make posters for the penny sale." It's like, okay, whatever. So we went, and we made the posters. We made like four, and we gave them to the person that we were supposed to give them to, and we left. And my mom was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Do you want lunch?" I was like, "Sure, whatever." So we threw out a few ideas, and we decided on Taco Bell. That we were going to go to Taco Bell and get some food. So on our way there, we went to go turn into Taco Bell, and there was this crash, and this like it was just the traffic was ridiculous. We almost got hit like twice just trying to get in there. So we were like, forget it, never mind, whatever. So we just went straight, and we were gonna decide to go on Route One. So we went to go pull through the street that leads you onto Route One, and we got there, and they said road closed. And we were like, what? We can't get onto Route 1. So then we ended up going through the McDonald's and onto Route 1. But once we got to the pulling out of McDonald's and going into Route 1, we realized that there was a shitload of traffic. So once we realized that they were almost stopped for traffic, we pulled out. We were just like, alright, whatever, this cannot be any more like ridiculous right now. And so we get to Taco Bell and we go into the drive thru and they're just like, you have to come in, the thing doesn't work. So we were like, fine, whatever. So we went in and we waited a really short time, but I think that I knew the girl that like helped us work there or that helped us like served us. So we got our food and we walked back out and we got into the car and we went over because KFC and Taco Bell are right next to each other and the mom wanted KFC. So we pull into the KFC drive thru and my mom ordered her stuff and then she was like, "Oh, and can I have a honey barbecue snacker?" And they're just like, "Oh, we don't have that." And mom was like, "What do you mean you don't have it? Like, this is your business and you're supposed to have food." They're just like, "Oh well, we have the regular one," and we're just like, all right, whatever. So she just got the one food and she didn't end up getting the snacker. So then, as we were pulling, so as we were going to get our food for the KFC thing, this woman in front of us forgot her drink. So the person was like leaning out the window going, "Your drink, your drink." So we put our hands outside of the windows and we were like, "Come back, come back." So we backed up to drive back, and mom's tire hit the side of the curb, and we were like, well, or so we thought at the time. Someone was like, "Oh, my tire just scraped, whatever, whatever." So we got our stuff and we left, and then mom was like, "Do I have a flat?" And we ended up pulling over in the parking lot, and I got out and I was like, "There's a flat on the side." So we waited in the parking lot for like 40 minutes and we ate our tacos and our chicken, and we had to like use the donut tire thingy. It's like a really small one. It's not like it's a tire, but it's not like a good one. We ended up having that on there, and now we have that on there, and so that's how my day's been going. And it's 3 o'clock, and we left this house this morning at 11, and so we almost got hit at the bank too. We went to the bank before we did anything. Before we even did the posters, or no, it was after the posters. Before we even went to any food or anything, went to the bank. This lady was not looking what she was doing, and she almost hit us in the drive-thru. We were just like, "What are you doing?" So it's just like that's been my day. And mom was just like, when we first got the flat and we were like starting to change it, mom was just like, "Oh, maybe a nice guy will stop and help us." And then by the time we got back in the car, like what by the time like when the tire was changed, she was like, "Ah, you have Twitter, don't you?" And I was like, yeah. She's like, "Oh well, if I had a Twitter, I'd be putting all this stuff on there, all this stuff that's happened today." And I was just like, "You're so weird," but yeah, I just didn't want to type any of this out, so I wrote it. I mean, I said it. Yeah.